Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to show you Openstack installation for Ubuntu 14.04 and Openstack releases Kilo. On the screen, you are seeing official page for Openstack installation. This is a very good documentation to start with. I completely used this documentation as a reference, and I have created Ansible configuration management code to automate the Openstack installation. This automated code is available in the GitHub. I will show you how to install the OpenStack in an automated way using my Ansible playbook. Before starting with Ansible, so let us go through the basic prerequisite for the OpenStack installation. For installing OpenStack, we are using 3-node architecture, a controller, network and compute node. The controller node is requested 2 GB of memory and 5 GB of storage, network node with 512 MB of memory and 5 GB of storage, and compute node with 2 GB of memory and 10 GB of storage. And in terms of networking, so controller node need 1 in network interfaces, network node need 3 network interfaces, and compute node need 2 network interfaces. So in this topic, we are not going to cover block storage, and the rest of the things are covered. Since we are not having block storage, so the compute node need only 2 network interfaces. So the network interfaces highlighted in red color is a management network interfaces. The network interfaces highlighted in brown is a tunnel interfaces. The network interface highlighted in green one is a external network. Let's see how network configuration. So the network configuration is very normal except one thing. So the third interface on the network node should have a configuration like this. So auto, assuming my interface is ETH2, so I will replace interface name with ETH2, and here also I will interface the name with ETH2, so that this interface will act as a uplink for my computer. Okay. For my lab network, so I am using VirtualBox Manager to create these 3 hosts plus my Ansible configuration manager. Before creating these 3 instances, so I have to set up a network for the so I am using host only network. So since this topology requires 3 networks, so I used VirtualBox 0 for management network 10.0.0, tunnel network 10.0.1 subnet, and the external network 192.168.50.1. In this lab, just I am using 192, so you can use any IP, and real world it may be having the public IPs. In this example, I am using private IP 192. Right. So once these 3 network interfaces configured, you can see the same IP address in your local machine. So I am using Mac as a base machine, so I would able to see the 3 interfaces here. So VBoxNet, it's having IP address 10.0.50, VBoxNet1, it's having IP address 10.0.1.50, and vboxnet2 it's having IP address 192.168.50.1. Okay, so this 10.0.50 the management network is the default gateway for all my three instances, which is compute node, a network node, and the controller node, right? Okay, so let us view the instance details. Controller node. So the controller node is having 1 GB of memory. So as per the prerequisite, we should have a 2 GB of memory. So we will increase this memory. And the network, it has only one adapter. So it has a VBox 0 adapter. So let me down the server. Increase the storage, increase the memory to 2 GB of RAM. Yes. Okay. Start. On the neutron host, we should see 3 network adapters, and yeah, this 1 GB is enough memory, and the network it should show 3 network adapters, one for management, adapter 2 for tunnel, adapter 3 for external network. Compute host. The compute host should have minimum of 2 GB of RAM. Yes, it's having. And the network, it should have 2 adapters, one for management network and second one for tunnel network. Okay. And the fourth machine is Ansible configuration machine. So it should have 2 GB of memory and 1 core processor, and storage it depends on your need. So all 4 system is ready. So I am already connected to that machine, I guess. No, I will connect SSH root at controller. SSH root at neutron. SSH root at compute. Right. So ifconfig shows only one interface on the controller node. ifconfig it shows 3 interface on the network node. So the third interface is not assigned any IP addresses because it acts as a IP link for the Openstack. And third node, compute node, it has 2 interfaces, one for management subnet and second one is for tunnel subnet, right? So all these hosts has an internal host entry. Yes. So that it is pingable each other with their host names. Right. And from the Ansible host, SSH root at 10.0.0.31. Yes. Okay. So I am not going to show you how to install Ansible. So please refer Ansible installation procedure from the official websites or in YouTube. And I am going to show the Ansible configurations. So Ansible configurations is available in etc Ansible hosts. So we are going to use these two configuration files. One is host file and second is ansible.chg. On the host file, so we are adding those three node informations: controller, neutron, and compute. That's it. So in the ansible.cfg, we are adding one more editing this file to add this library path. So this library directory is not available by default. So I am creating user share my models, and we have to download the my models from the GitHub and put it on this directory. I'll show you how to do that. That's it. The Ansible configuration management is ready. Now let us download the code. So as I said earlier, my code is already available in the GitHub. So go to GitHub. So clone, Control C. Git clone. Right. This is my GitHub page, and this GitHub readme.md also has a detailed information about installation and the network details. Yes. So this machine is not having internet. So because these all four nodes are created as a host only adapter, so these three hosts by default won't get the internet. So it's a segregated network. So but however we need internet for all these four hosts because it has to get the OpenStack package from the official repo and install in that individual server. So we'll see how to make that internet for those four hosts. Okay. On my base machine, this is my wireless adapter, and this is connected to my broadband network broadband services, right? And this is a gateway for my all four instance, right? So all the instance is able to reach till 10.0.0.50, right? And let me see if this is able to reach this IP address. Ping. Yes, it is able to reach this IP address because my base machine is configured as a router. So it is able to reach till this point, right? So to access the internet, the broadband service allows only these IP addresses. So what I am going to do is I am doing masking, IP masking, so that any packets leaving the computer will be NATed with these IP addresses. Right? Let me show you that command. Right. So this is a command for Mac operating system. Right. So after enabling this in the firewall level, so the host is able to ping the internet. The same you can do it for the Linux machine as well. I'll show the command. Right. Yes, this is a command. So first you enable router option in your base machine by using net IPv4 IP forward equal to 1 on the cctl.conf, or reboot a machine. To avoid rebooting, you can update the proc information. So you can Google that information to update that proc file so that you can avoid reboot of the base machine. And secondly, you will update the firewall rule with post routing -o each 0. So each 0, I am assuming each 0 is an interface connected to the broadband services. So you can replace this interface name with a correct interface which is connected to the broadband and -j masket, so that all the packets leaving the system will be masketed with that each 0 IP addresses and provide the internet, right? So now internet is available. Let me clone that git repo. Right. Yes. It is downloading the playbook from the GitHub. So total download size would be around 20 MB. So far 7 MB download is completed.